Hello again, friends! And you are our friends. Welcome to D&M Sports Break number 216. 215 fun breaks, and yes, now into number 216. Aloha to everybody. Hey, Trevor. Hey, happy to see you, or happy to hear from you, or read from you, whatever you want to say. We got Brent, Fredgy, Mads here. Excellent. Happy all you guys were able to make it and fill in and get ready for a fun time here on conference playoff weekend. We have a little bit of a different break today. We're shaking it up ever so slightly. I like how Wild Willie's just sort of ever so peeking over, similar to Macklin Celebrini and SP Authentic. We have the brand new Silver Edition of MVP. That is the CDD exclusive that you can only get at the Upper Deck Conference. We'll have Skybox Metal and Spa, and then some interesting one-pack rips. We have Engrained Icons, which is going to be a full blanket of a checklist. We got Black Diamond, and we have 1920 Ultimate. But we are going back in time quite a bit. A box that has not been open for over 6 years. It will be open today. As we wait for a few more people to come in, we vamp here a little bit as per the usual. Pick a number. Any number at all. Why would you do such a thing? Well, if you can get a number on a short printed card and like this feed, you will win a prize. So for example, Trevor is guest number 14. If we get a card that's number 14 of 99, as long as he is like this feed, he will win a prize. It is going to be that simple. So make sure that you guys are just like Dale and Patrick and company and Dana. Plop a number down. If multiple people guess the same number, no problem. And you do not even need to be a part of the break to guess a number. If you just want to put a number down just to see if you can get a prize and hang out for the break, see what we can find, you are more than welcome to do so. I have one trade to announce. Good old Santa Scott Carson, always looking out for his people, immediately had Boston and immediately reached out to Dale, sent the Bruins to downtown Dale trades, in return got the Anaheim Ducks. So a fairly decent trade. Dale gets his favorite team, and good amount of potential with the Ducks, considering we got a few 23-24 products that include guys like Leo Carlson. And don't forget, MVP has an expanded. That's what I'm looking for, expanded checklist. So that means that guys like Bennett Seneca are on the checklist for MVP. But we will get there once we kind of roll in. Very lastly, as we get started with our appetizer here of Metal Universe, keep it positive. You guys are really good at that. When you see a nice card, make sure you go out of your way and say, wow, that's a really nice card. Why? Because if you get a nice card, you probably want some guys to look at you and say, hey, that's a really nice card. Great hit. Makes people feel good, right? That's the whole point. It's all about good vibes, good vibrations, as was once saying, if you will. Metal Universe. So 15 packs, 7 cards. I think we all, I'm going to drop my cam here ever so slightly. I think we all know the shtick of Metal Universe. We're looking for PMGs, we're looking for jambalayas and the likes. Quick little peekaroo there at the back. We pulled the merchant site last week. That was the Connor McDavid that went over to Chris McCauley. That was a big man jam over card. Looking for the jambalayas and, like I mentioned, the PMGs and such. This product does have autographs as well. And for anybody interested in, I'll say, products that have come and gone, we have... the bottom one feels a little bit heavier. That's interesting. We've got quite a restock. I've got stuff like 24-25 metal, 24-25 SPX, ice, even O-Peachy back on the shelf and on our website as well. So if you guys want to get your hands on some of that, limited quantities of course, but make sure that you jump in store or order online, one of the two, and we will definitely do that for you. Right off the hop, I think Trevor was the first comment. So Trevor, this box flip is for you. And without any further ado, let's get started with our Metal Universe as I continue to play with my camera. I was going to say, because what else can I play with? But this is a PG-13 at best feed, everybody. So we continue. So there's a quick peek there at the base cards. I think we're all pretty well versed on what these guys are going to look like. Get a little bit of the focus, so that was a little bit better. So we kick off. Keandre Miller, Hagel, Marcia and Zach Hyman hiding behind that. Right off the top is a little head from Anze Kopitar. That's right, everyone. Anyone's dream come true. I think what they want is either money, some people want power, and some people want to find a little head on a playing card or a trading card, of course. So Kopitar is going to be your first insert. Matt Murray, no, not that Matt Murray, but the rookie Matt Murray, and then Adam Fox is your high. We're going to have one insert, one parallel, and then one high number base card, which is going to be a player in their alternate or their away jerseys or that type of thing. Trevor, you know what? There you go. Why not? Why not? I find some guys, like, I love Anze Kopitar. I don't think he's going to be, I don't think he's Fabio, you know what I mean? I don't think he's going to be the most handsome man of the year. So sometimes when you get those faces that just kind of come out, it's like, oh, it's Laffy. Speaking of Laffy, Vejmelka, Philip Grubauer. They actually had SNL brought back What's-His-Face for a few McGruber skits, which had Philip Grubauer rolling in my head. We got Kuzmenko. Some of my favorite ones with the beautiful etching is going to be Ridley Gregg, the rookie here with Ottawa. Luke Hughes is going to be your base rookie with Jersey. And Mikko Rantanen, your high number, of course, with the Avs. Guys, continue to pour in. Aloha to Jack and Michael. Conrad, you're here as well. Happy you guys are able to take a part. Be a part, or just be here and existing. Byfield, Josh Norris, Beauvillier, into Ryan Strome, your insert. That's a pretty decent hit for Columbus. So you get an Adam Fantilli rookie card off the hop. Once again, I know I'm a broken record back-to-back with some of my favorite cards of those beautiful etchings like that. We'll put Fantilli over there. We have Vincent Iorio and Mitchie Marner. Don't look now, Maple Leaf fans. You gotta love the Maple Leaf fans who were booing Mitch Marner because he left. He gave like a decade to that friggin' team. And there was a ton of signs and a ton of people, especially the young crowd who love old Mitch Marner. But it's not like it's his fault. It's not like he burned the franchise down on his way out. So it's a little disheartening, but I'm sure you Leaf fans will come around. The workhorse from Whitehorse, Dylan Cousins, Noah Dobson, PEI's own, Alexander Gorgiev, and we have Jake Sanderson. Behind that is going to be your premium prospect. He may be the starter in San Jose now, but if you have Nashville, he's coming home with you. It is Yaroslav Askarov. Behind that, it is Yaroslav Askarov. And then we have the Great Eight as your high number. Aloha to Vince and Linda. Chandler Stevenson, Seth Jarvis. We have Linus Ullmark, Mr. What do you guys think of the interview he did? Like, why didn't Ottawa just let this go away? Why do they keep talking about it and bringing it up? And, like, Linus coming, like, how sad he is that a rumor happened on the internet. Like, that doesn't happen every minute of the day. Like, to me, that just proves that there's smoke to the fire. I'm just saying. Zach Werenski. Did you see how much Linus was sweating in that interview, too? I'm just saying. Melting down is Austin Matthews. That's funny for a few reasons. Sean Farrell is your base rookie, and Neon Leon is your high number. 5 packs in, the beat goes on with Nick Suzuki, JJ Paterka, Marcus Foligno, and Anders Lee. Behind Anders Lee, Luke Hughes back again, this time in that beautiful skybox parallel. We have Simon Edvinson and Roman Yossi, your high number as well. I'm going to put Hughes there just that way they can look like they're playing against each other. We continue. Darcy Kemper, Cole Perforati, as some people call him, Cole Perfetti, Patrick Laine, and we have Newfoundland's own Dawson Mercer. Behind that, Energetic Explosions with Keandre Miller. We have Raphael Lavoie, your base rook, and Lil Gouda, Trevor Zegras is going to be your high number there with a quack attack in Anaheim. D-Lark, Matchbox 20, Monty, and Nicholas Backstrom. Wish he had a nickname. Premium prospect will be Leo Carlson. So that's pretty much what you're looking for in terms of Anaheim on that end. Carlson, I don't know if anybody saw, kind of bizarre injury for old Leo Carlson. He's out for about 3 to 5 weeks. Something with the thigh, like a contusion that basically kind of separated the, I don't know what it was, like the fluid in his leg. It's something else. If you're not aware of Leo's injury, you should take a really quick read on it. Samuel Bolduc, your base rook, and AM34, your high number base card. It's one of those things you think Leo will be just fine, but awful scary there, of course. The beat goes on. Mason McTavish, JT, Claude Giroux, and Matthias Ekholm. Hiding behind him, your premium prospect will be Marco Kasper with the Red Wings. Your rookie is Stanislav Slovil with Columbus. And the first man to touch the Stanley Cup in 2024 and 2025, Sasha Barkov. We continue. Hey there to Adam. We just got started. Haven't found our main hit of the metal here yet, so we've got half a dozen packs to go. And certainly you can have number 61. And Levy, I know you'll be in the break earlier or later on this evening. Of course, you have number 69. Yes, that is the number he picks. And yes, we do love him for it. Nico Hischier, Kent Johnson, the Otter, and Jacob Markstrom. Behind Markstrom is going to be Stanislav Slovil with the Tatari Star. In my best Carl Sagan, a Tatari Star is described as a star that is currently expected to grow to equal or bigger volume than the sun itself. That is true. Matthew Coronado is your base rookie, and Jack Eichel will be your high number. We continue. Trevor is escaping Huma King Silver. Oh, Brent knows full well that we hate Huma King. Oh, look at this Huma King. Jake Getzel in Pittsburgh, Jared McCann, Timo Meyer, and Tristan Jarry. Behind that will be Energetic Explosions. A little bit of different foiling. That may be a numbered card if I had to guess. And the prophecy was foretold. So number 38 of 99. If anybody out there is number 38 and has liked this feed, you have won a prize. So félicitations on that. The nice little gold foiling. For the toughest spleen in the league, Mark Stone. We'll put Mark over there. Devin Levi is your base rook. And Halifax's second favorite son, Nathan McKinnon, is going to be your high number. 4 to go. Hopefully we get a little extra pepper on top of that Energetic Explosions. We got Lundy, Taylor Hall, Bob, and Bo behind that. And there it is. That's exactly what I was talking about and what we wanted. Vincent Desjardins and Tage Thompson are your other two. And these are some of the more harder ones to be able to pull. The beautiful metal cards. They always kind of put them in a little bit more like comic style or like a horror movie style. Like the Bobrovsky one, he's holding the stick in his hand, kind of like an axe would, like that type of thing. We take a quick peek there at the back. And how rare are these guys? These can come in PMG forms and such as well. Let me see here. It's going to be right below that, actually. Let's look at the... Here's what we're going to do. You'll go front row. It's a beautiful Timmy Stu. I guess I should say who the heck it is. So Timmy Stutzla with Ottawa. I'm going to open up this pack just so I can kind of take a look at the odds here. And we'll do this together because reading is fun. Let's see. So there's those Martin sights, 1 out of 160 that we found there before. The Metal X, which it is not. I would say that might be the retro. Either way, it's a tough pull. So congrats to Ottawa. And who does have Ottawa anyway? Ottawa. If I was a senator, 15. Scotty Carson. So Santa Scott. Excellent. Félicitations encore with the Tim Stützle. Back to work with our pack. Might be a little bit anticlimactic getting our two main hits with that super short print and the numbered card, but we'll continue with Parayko, JT Compher, former Seattle Thunderbird Shea Theodore, and Troy Terry. Once again, a little head featuring Jack Eichel. You gotta love that they made sure to keep the little chin hair that he has under there. Matty Nyes, your base rookie with Toronto, and Cale Makar. Let's get Kopi's eyes out of there, watching me ever so carefully. Alright, 2 packs to go. Kyle Connor, we've got Gus, Wyatt Johnston, not Johnson, Jacob Slavin, and there is the 9.461 kilometer Wyatt Johnston. Those are typically box hits. You get one of a few different inserts, 1 per. So a decent hit there for Dallas. Marco Kasper back in base rookie form. Jack Hughes going to be your high number. Final pack of the Skybox Metal. We have Josh Morrissey, We have Charlie McAvoy, Steven Stamkos, or Stammer as his friends call him, but I call him Steven Stamkos because he's a Tampa Bay Lightning. We hate them. Kevin Fiala, Elias Lindholm. Z-Force are some of the more favorite ones. Beautiful color, really pops. Kevin Korchinski, easily your number 2 rookie of the year for Chicago, by not a main rookie, I get it. And Cooch will be the go-home on that. So there you go. There is your appetizer, just to get the ball rolling. And just because it's a little bit rarer, I'm going to actually go to SP Authentic. So we're going to do MVP right after this. We'll do SP Authentic now. Then we'll get into our main one-pack products, the big kind of pops there. My camera has like a heartbeat to it. There must be something good in here. It's a patch auto detector, don't you know? I think we, again, all know the shtick, but we always have new people and always new people joining. So SP Authentic will have 10 packs, 9 cards per, and at least 2 autographs on average. Sometimes you will get 3. A case hit would be a patch auto. Not necessarily a Future Watch patch auto. There are veterans that you can get, but they will be 1 in every 16. So they are certainly tougher to find. Of course, we are 23-24, so we can all go through that type of list. We're looking at Luke Hughes, Matt Nyes, obviously Bedsy, Fantilli, Cooley, Poitras, Benson, Samaskevich, Carlson. I could go on. It's quite a loaded class, and see if we can get lucky enough to find one of those. Freggie. What's up, Freggie? Happy you're into the break. That is for you, my friend. Freggie's been busier than a one-arm paper hanger there this week, so happy he was able to find a little bit of time and hopefully getting a little R&R. The work is never done, though, I know. Off we go. This spa, that pack like exploded at the seams. 3 base on the front and 3 at the back. Don't be sure Bedsy today. Oh, that means Trevor's got Chicago if I had to guess. Let's take a quick peek here. I don't always get a real good look at the name sheet. And, yeah, Trevor's got Chicago. Of course you do. And based off how busy it's been, I apologize for not being here live at 2. That is my fault. We only got going at like 2:03, so shame on me. I'll definitely try to do better in the future. Brent Burns, we have J-Rock's favorite player in the whole wide world, Math, and quite possibly nicest man in hockey, Kent Johnson, not Johnston, Johnson. We have Walker Diller, former St. John Sea Dog with a freshman focus. Getting a little pageantry will be Casey Middlestat, this time in Buffalo. And we have Jaden Struble. Struble is your unsigned red. JT Miller, Brock Besser, and Stammer are the base. Brock Besser. These packs are opening odd. Hyman, Timmy Stu back again, and Anita Miro. Miro! Freshman focus with Nikita Nestorenko. Pageantry for Nick Perbix. And a limited rare for Jordan Kyrou. Same type of pack configuration. Pavelski, The Thrill, and Matt Boldy are the base. The Boldy one. As everyone knows, or maybe you don't know, we don't keep any of these cards. Even all of the base cards go back to you guys. So if for whatever reason we miss a short print or an Easter egg, I don't keep anything anyway. And allows people to maybe make a little bit of a team set at the same time if they're ever so intrigued to. Matthew Beniers, or Matty Beniers, we have Torrey Krug, and we have AM34. Behind that, collaborating together, will be Joel Farabee and Morgan Frost. Your pageantry here will be Matthew Kessel. That is a rookie for Kessel. Quick peek there. So that is going to be the red parallel. Reds are a box set. You get 1 per box. Barely see any of the red, but you can see more on the back as I show. Logan Stankoven. That would be a nice future watch to be able to grab. And then we've got Alex Tuck, medicated wipes. We got Vasi. We got Slav as your base. Pack numero cut. Matchbox 20s here. Joel Eriksson-Ek. And the highest scoring Dane in NHL history and former Halifax Moosehead, Nikolai Ehlers. Let's get a little bit of focus here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Green parallel, freshman focus with Zach Benson. How about the Buffalo Sabres? What in the world is going on there? They just took beat the tar out of the Islanders yesterday, 5-0. But who would have thought that the Sabres featuring my favorite caveman, Ukko-Pekka, would be kicking so much butt. Fourth best Cooley in the league, Will Cooley, behind Dmitry Kulikov, of course. Kevin Fiala with a limited red, and we got Chandler Stevenson. We have James Hetfield's favorite player in the whole wide world, Noah Cates. And we have Bowen Byram in a Colorado uniform. Final pack of, I think it's the left-hand side. I put them on top of each other, and I may have forgotten which order I did. So, Tristan Jarry playing some Pintendo with Shane and Matty Barzal. There would have been another beautiful future watch with Logan Cooley with some freshman focus. Pageantry yet again, Adam Fantilli. And Matty Poitras with your unsigned red future watch. UC Saros, Mitch Marner, and Brendan Gallagher as well. Trevor, that is an excellent point. Matthias Samuelsson is playing amazing. I noticed him on in fantasy hockey. That it's ridiculous. This team is just, they're clicking. Something in the water. Chip Cardsman. There's a hell of a name I've ever read one. Hey Chip, happy you're into the happy you're on the break. I hope that's your real name because this break is meant for you. Neon Leon. We have the Sway Man and Hubie Doobie Doo. Behind that will be an Evolve card. So we'll have to raffle this off. Not necessarily huge value, regrettably, but it is Colorado, Ottawa, and Nashville, as evident not only by the front, but by the back. So we will go into a quick raffle post-break, and Colorado, Ottawa, and Nashville will all go in. We have Dmitry Voronkov, number 230 of 399 on the blue parallel. If you have number 230, you have won 2 prizes. Why? Because I'm convinced no one has guessed number 230. Nico Heischer's your limited red. Nazem Kadri, Sasha Barkov, and Pasta are going to be the base. No autos yet and only 4 packs, although we have had boxes before, multiple boxes, where both autos were in the same pack. One time we got all the way to the end, and it was very worrisome, but it worked out. Zuccarello, Jiricek, and McJesus. That is your Spectrum FX with Gold Caulfield. Those are bounty cards. The way that those work, as I struggle to separate them, once you collect them all, you go on the Upper Deck website, you scratch off the code. Maybe a little bit of focus would help everybody understand. Come on now. Don't be like that. Don't do this to me. Come on now. Oh, for the love of God. Not difficult there, camera. Maybe it is. You've got to be kidding me. What is going on? It's a lack of color. There. Oh, I love that picture of Caulfield. I'm an old man. Back to the explanation. Once you collect them all, you scratch them off, you get all the codes, you go to the Upper Deck website, you can redeem them for a prize. Your prize may not be as good as what you will receive from D&M Sports by guessing the correct number and liking this feed, but it will be a prize nonetheless. You have a blue parallel with Rhino, so Sam Reinhart. That is just Buffalo and Florida. So when we do the raffle, whoever has Buffalo will go in twice because he is represented twice. Whoever has Florida will go in once. Aiden McDonough is your limited red, followed by Cale Makar, former Rookie of the Year Mo Sider, and Philip Grubauer. 1, 2, 3 packs remain in our trip to the spa. Patty Line, Braden Point, and everyone's favorite Italian Finn, Matthias Michelli. Pavel Mintunkov is going to be your Spectrum. Once again, that is a bounty card. Unsigned Future Watch, but same idea with the bounty on the back. Freshman Focus featuring Marco Kasper. And Jack Eichel is your limited red. Marsha Show, Bo Horvat, and the Workhorse from Whitehorse are the final base on that. 2 packs to go and no auto. I'm not nervous. Why would I be nervous? I'm not nervous. Get out of here. Evgeny Kuznetsov. No, I didn't sniff. Igor Shesterkin and Nate Mack behind him. Future Watch time. So here we go. Everybody lean in real close. Hopefully this will be our signed Future Watch. That's an excellent pickup. Marco Kasper gets the Red Wings on the board, number 854 of 999. That is definitely in the top half, the top third, the top quarter of the rookies that we're looking for. Hey, it could have been Aiden McDonough, but give Marco Kasper. I'll take that every day and twice on Sunday, even though I only have 1. That goes to Matt. So congrats here to Matt McDonald, who's coming in with 2 spots after winning the freebie last week. That did not post for whatever reason, which was bizarre. But we'll put Marco Casper right there. See? Proof. It's right there. Collaborating together is Victor Hedman, Mikhail Sergachev. Hunter Tears of McCown is going to be your limited red. And we have Chewy, Kyle Connor, and John Tavares. Poor Chewy, they're headhunting that SOB, I'll tell you. Come on now, there he is. Isn't he beautiful? I don't agree with his politics, so I'll tell you that. So only one auto found, and one pack remains. So interestingly enough, one has to imagine we got a hit in here. So good luck here to everybody. Yeah, you got that right, Trevor, and I appreciate the nice comments by like Fred and Jack and Chip. But you are correct, Trevor. I mean, the Red Wings are otherworldly. Who would have thought John Gibson would be like a Vezina candidate? Like, what is happening in the NHL? But I've said for a while, these teams like the Red Wings and the Canadians and that type of thing, if they do nothing in the offseason, they're better. They're too young and too skilled not to, right? They just improve. All right, final pack. Lil Gouda, Mason McTavish, and Kirby Duck. There we go. Curated signatures. Alrighty. Connor Dewar. 24 is the number we're looking for. If you have number 24 and have liked the feed, you have won a prize. He may not be in Minnesota anymore, but if you have Minnesota, he is coming home with you. Aren't you so lucky? The Wild belong to number 25, which is Jack. So, Jack, you're on the board with another auto. And I say another auto just in terms of how well you've been doing in the breaks as of late. So, put Connor there. Let the Levy break Miralainen and Timo Myers your final insert. Svechnikov, Teravainen, and Rhino are the final base. And that goes there. So there is your double autos. We're going to take a quick 5 to 8 second break so I can take a drink. Ugh, delicious. All right, back to work. MVP Silver Edition. Silver Edition. Collection, whatever. CDD Edition, Silver Collection, MVP. These guys are flippin' neat. So, the shtick of the Silver Edition MVP. Last year they did Goodwin Champion. So every year Upper Deck typically will do 2. They've only kind of recently started doing that. But the point is, they will do Black Diamond, which we have a CDD Black Diamond in line for next week's break, by the way. And then they did this year MVP. Last year Goodwin Champion, as I mentioned. There are no inserts. You will find out very quickly what the shtick is. They're all going to have a beautiful rainbow foiling to them, very similar to I shouldn't say similar to a Peachy Platinum, but you'll get the idea. And the big push, there's an expanded checklist. So MVP is typically one of, if not the first product of the year to come out. It usually comes out very late summer. The problem with that is for a player to get a rookie card, they have to have played a game. Right? That makes sense. You can't just be drafted and get young guns and all that other stuff. They expanded the checklist on this. So the way it works is that you have your regular 200 card checklist, but number 201 to 275 are short prints. So they added extra guys in. 201 to 220 are going to be veterans. 221 to 250 are going to be rookie short prints. And then the ones that we want are the extended rookies. That is number 251 to 275. Those are going to be guys like Matthew Schaefer and Beta Seneca. They will have copper scripts. So a silver script, if anyone is not aware of MVP, they are facsimile autographs, so not real autographs, but they're essentially stamped on like they would be. Silver ones are common enough, they're 1 in every 2.5 packs. So we should expect a handful out of our 20-pack box. The copper scripts are 2 per box, so 1 out of 10. And then you have the black, which are 1 of 1s. The scripts are only in the extended rookies when it comes to the copper and the black and such. So, to give you an idea, because the extended rookies is already such a smaller checklist, the Matthew Schaefer copper script sells for approximately $200 plus. That's pretty huge. So, it's going to be a fun rip. It's going to be different. It's going to be unique. It hasn't been done before. And hearty good luck to everybody. Should be at least a 1 rookie card per pack, so we'll get a handful of that type of stuff. It's going to be fun. It's different, at the very least. And Downtown Dale Traits, even though you've been bullying me this weekend, this box flip is for you, to show that I'm the bigger man. There we go. Silver. So, beautiful looking cards, right? Think rainbow foil, if you will. So, Wallman, Casa. So, some of those guys are going to be still kind of your lower number. Saros. And that's a pretty good start. So, Ivan Demidov right off the hop with your rainbow script. Montreal belongs to Levy. So, Levy, I know you're a Maple Leaf fan. But you better be thankful of that friggin' Demidov. That'll have some value. And as you can see in the numbers, these are the short print rookies. So 233, obviously the number that we're kind of looking for there. So we'll put Demidov, I don't know, right there. Let's retire our 2 Skybox rookies. We have Braden Coots. 260 on him, so he would be considered an extended rookie. Matthew Wood and Nico Hischier and Frank Nazar. Do keep in mind, which I forget often enough as I look at guys like Casa or that type of thing, this is 25-26 as your rookie year. So we do have to keep in mind it is more than just your, we're past the Badura. This is a second year Celebrini, that type of thing. Alrighty. Let's pick up the pace here ever so slightly. We want to make sure we look at the back, but I guess now that we have the general idea, we want the scripts. You want the black, if you can find them, the copper scripts, of course. Shesterkin, Mika Zibanejad, Matty Nyes, which would be a junior card for him, 3rd year. My camera is going to be on strike a little bit because this foil is going to be reflecting right back at it. Dmitry Simashev with Utah. Brady Martin, and there is going to be your first script. So that is a silver script. Again, those are really only focused on the extended rookies. So that is what they look like. It is not a real autograph, but it is essentially what he would have done as an auto. MVP, very notorious for not having those actual autos, if you will. Quick peek there at the back. Obviously states a silver script. And look at that, born in 2007. God, we're getting old. Oh, we're getting old, folks. Kids born in 07 are now making a debut. I would have been, I was 4 months away from graduating high school. Good God. But a nice hit for Nashville. Trevor Zegras back yet again. This is going to be just kind of more your base. We got Gino, and we got Victor Hedman. So as you can see, this one here only had 2 rookies with a script. I'm actually going to put the scripts over to the side. And we'll kind of sleeve those up a little bit more particular post break. Actually going to, let's see here, let's do this, give myself a little bit more room on the dance floor. Alright. Anthony Cirelli, Connor Geeky, Matt Boldy, Ryan Leonard, that would be a beautiful script to get. That is going to be a rookie with Washington. Ville Koivunen with Pitt. Mike, look at all those vowels. Michael Brandsig Nygaard. That sounds like, when you say his last name fast, it sounds like a swear. Owen Tippett. And Matvei Nishkov. 246, yeah, alright. So, beautiful, like I say, beautiful foiling there to them. And, it's cheaper than a box of Series 1 flagship to boot, so I would highly suggest if you want to try it, come on in and try at least one. They're unique. They're very short printed in general. Obviously, these base cards are not numbered, but being a CDD exclusive, they didn't make a whole bunch of this for all these stores to get, so they're going to be rare. Philip Forsberg, that looks like checklist, as it says. The prophecy was foretold. It is a checklist. Brant Clark. Seth Jarvis. Alexander Nikishin. There we go. Isaac Howard, so that is on the board with yet another script. That will get Edmonton on the board with a silver script. Just going to put that over there. Everybody's favorite Kachuk Chewy, way better than Brady and his dad. Tage Thompson and Mitchie Marner. I'm not going to lie, again, I don't want to get all political, but I don't think I'll be putting any Matthew Kachuk signed jerseys on my wall anytime soon. Chris Letang, we got Bedsy with the nice foil. Tyler Bertuzzi, Colton Duck, yes, the brother of Curb. That is a rookie. We got Jimmy Snuggerud with a rookie with Sweet St. Louis. We have a Bennett Seneca MVP rookie as well, who is going to be right in the heat of the MVP, or not the MVP race, the Calder race. Sean Couturier and Jonathan Leterimaki as well. What do you guys think of the MVP silver? It's unique, is it not? We have not found our copper scripts yet. And like I say, if we get somebody like a Schaefer, that's hundreds of dollars. Brock Besser, we got Roman Josi, Parker Ford, Dmitry Simashev. And there's your first copper, Sam Rinzel with Chicago. So Trevor is on the board. The copper ones are quite nice. The way that the border comes around over the top is kind of pops. Here's your little peek there at the back. That is a copper script. 1 of 2. Troach, Jared McCann, and Alex Tuck, medicated wipes. Devin Taves, Zach Hyman, Voronkov, and Jacob Trouba. Michael Brensig Nygaard. Nikki Shin, your MVP rook. The Thrill, and Quinnigan with a checklist card. Is that hard sign? Dale, are you even paying attention? Jeez, this guy. I'm kidding. No, Dale. These are facsimile autographs. Hence the shtick of MVP. If we were pulling like 20 autos in a break, I would be doing nothing but MVP case breaks. But no. As mentioned, the copper are definitely the ones that people are going to be more after. But all right, Ryan O'Reilly. Let's get a little bit more of the focus here. Here we go. Rasmus Dahlin. No, I'm not. Thanks, Dale. I wasn't sure. Former Wildcat Ivan Bermashev. Jimmy Snuggerud is back again. There is a silver script for Danila Yurov. There you go. Silver script for Minnesota. Patrick Laine, Matt Zuccarello, and Laffy are going to be your base. I'm playing a Risk and listening. I'll never fault anybody for playing Risk. That's good on you, Dale. Good on you, Dalo Green. Matchbox 20, Lundy, Kyle Connor. Keep in mind, you will have some doubles. So, like, we had a couple Snuggerud base rookies. As far as I'm concerned, that's okay. This checklist is only 275 cards, and we're getting 20 packs with 8 cards in them. So you're getting 160 cards. You're getting over half of the entire set in one box. So bear with the product if there's a double or two. Speaking of, there's another Bennett Seneca. So if you have Anaheim, you're probably pretty darn happy to see 2 Senecas. I guess Santa Scott has Anaheim. So, ta-da. I would have to imagine, I'm just going to take a wild guess, these got to be worth at least $10. So, I mean, it adds up quick. $10 here, $10 there. Zane Pareka, we just sold his Young Gun exclusives in store yesterday. Travis Sanheim, and Sid the Not-So-Kid is your base. Pack numero 10. Ilya Sorokin. Cooch. Jacob Quillen. Kind of sounds like Pokemon, Quillen. Madvi Gryden. And there's a silver script yet again. Hunter... Oh, boys. Brzustowicz. Hunter Brzustowicz. Where's he from? Michigan, yeah, obviously. Washington, Michigan. Yeah, with a name like that, of course, he's going to be complicated. Hunter Brzustowicz, sure. Silver script, though. Austin Matthews, JT... And second best Cooley in the league, Logan Cooley, behind Dmitry Kulikov, of course. We continue. Madougie, Pyotr Koshetov, and Dylan Duke, Isaac Howard. And there's your second copper script. It will go to Utah, Dmitry Simashev. There's your quick peek here at the back. So regrettably not a Seneca or Schaefer or what have you, but if you have Utah, you're probably pretty happy. 13, it is Levy. So Levy, you're doing quite well. You get a nice Demidov, MVP, Rainbow Rookie, whatever you want to call it, whatever the heck I'm calling it, and now one of the Copper Scripts. Mikko Rantanen, former Rookie of the Year, Mo Seider, and Shuffles are your base. We continue. Let me know what you guys want us to open in order. I'm thinking we go Engrained Icons, Black Diamond, and then we go home on Ultimate. I'm more, what do you want to end on? Let me ask that. Black Diamond or Ultimate? We'll do Engrained Icons next. What do you want to end on? Black Diamond or Ultimate? Helps me because you guys put some comments down there for me. And if only 1 or 2 people vote, they will have great sway over the rest of this break. We have Pasta, David Pasternak, Dylan Larkin, Sasha Barkov, Donovan Sabrango. That sounds like a protagonist in a cowboy movie. Donovan Sabrango. Keanu Reeves is Donovan Sabrango. We have Zeev Bynum, who, once again, in my fantasy league, someone drafted Zeev Bynum, and I said, what's a Zeev Bynum? And he changed his name to literally, what's a Zeev Bynum? So I like that quite a bit. Matthew Robertson is your rookie. Jake Sanderson. And Bob, back-to-back Cup winner, Sergei Bobrovsky. We have 1 vote for Black Diamond going last from Trevor. Once again, let me know. What do you want to have opened last? The Black Diamond or the 1920 Ultimate? There's a vote for Ultimate, so we are in a dead heat. JJ Paterka, Halifax's second favorite son, Nathan McKinnon, Joel Eriksson Ek, Ben Kindle, up-and-coming center with Pittsburgh, and Axel Sandin Palika. That will be your silver script with the Red Wings. Bo Horvat, who's having a heck of a year. Unfortunately, he just couldn't stay quite as healthy. He is back now. Aiden Hill and Anders Lee. Black Diamond or Nice? I'm going to assume that's a vote for Black Diamond at the end. So we have a 2-1 lead for Black Diamond. Monty, Swaggy, Zach Werenski, Carter Mazur, Oliver Moore. We have a beautiful double swatch auto of Oliver Moore in our case from Artifacts. Sam Renzel back yet again. That goes well with the Copper Script for Trevor. Mikhail Sergachev and Pierre-Luc Dubois. There's another vote for Black Diamond from Patrick. Patrick, I'd like to take a really quick moment. I can't remember what it was because I was kind of told in passing, but there was a Facebook group or whatever kind of thing saying, give a shout out to a local store, that type of thing. And Patrick took the time to tag us, and we noticed that, my friend. So we made a little reply back, but all the political red tape, all the admins got to make sure we're all on the up and up. So we appreciate the kind words there, Patrick. And fun fact, we did put up a QR code in store. We are trying to pick a nice word for this, but all right, I'll just say it. We're prostituting ourselves out for Google reviews. Let me put it that way. So if any of you guys, next time you're in store, if you want to take a quick scan of that QR code, maybe throw some 5-star money at us, we'll be forever grateful. Seth Jones, Nazem Kadri. You don't need a QR code. You can do it right now, I suppose. Michael Callahan, Hunter, Bruce. He's back again. Bruce Brzustowicz. Alexander Nikishin. That is your silver script with the Carolina Hurricanes. Pavel Buchnevich, Fabian Zetterlund, and Kopi. I'd say Kopitar goes well with that little head. We are now down to 5 packs, and I just know a Black Script 101 is coming. We have McJesus, Mikael Granlund, Connor McMichael, Evan Bouchard, who I think had the best performance of the year last night. 23 points in fantasy in most leagues. 6 points, a hat trick, 3 assists, +5, 8 shots. Why do I know all that? Because he's on my team. Noah Ostlund, your base rookie with Buffalo. Sam Dickinson. You'll remember Noah Ostlund. Last time we did Black Diamond, we got the Ostlund box. Matt Coronado and Kirill Mershenko. I remember Jack having Buffalo that time. Thank you kindly, Patrick. We appreciate you, my friend. 1, 2, 3, 4 packs to go. And it appears that we will go Engrained, Ultimate, and then go home on our Black Diamond. We got the Nuge, Nick Schmaltz, Jacob Melanson, which, quick peek of the back, shows Halifax, Nova Scotia. And there you go. So we did get a Schaefer. That makes me happy. So no matter what, you can say we got 2 Senecas, But we did get a Matty Schaefer, as I kind of look to see who's got the Islanders. Andrew. So Andrew, you get a beautiful rainbow foil Schaefer. I'm guessing that's got to be worth at least $20. Like, it's a shorter print card, all that type of stuff. Let's bump the door back. Let's bump that back. We'll put Schaefer there right beside, or close to Seneca. Ville Koivunen, that is a silver script with Pittsburgh. As you can tell, as we mentioned earlier, all the silver scripts are all the extended rookies, or all the scripts are all the extended rookies. Mackenzie Blackwood, Jordan Kyrou, and Charlie McAvoy. Charlie McAvoy. You got that right, Jack. There he is indeed. I think we've found pretty much every guy. So, I mean, just to be able to dive into a box like this, like, we got Demidov, we got 2 Senecas, we got a Schaefer, like, your value is in the rainbow, the silver MVP. Clayton Keller, Stefan Nosen, Dylan Strome, Jacob Skarek. Sounds like a Star Wars name if I've ever heard one. Michael Misa. So we don't see Misa quite as much. Same type of idea when you look at that high number at 271. So he would not have been in the original MVP product, but he's in this MVP product. Former second overall pick, Michael Misa. We'll put him on display there as well. Why not? Brady Martin is your rookie. Joel Farabee in Calgary. And Troy Terry as well. It's weird to see Joel Farabee in a Calgary uniform. That's one of those trades that easy to forget. 2 packs remain. Kent Johnson, DeBrincat, Olin Zellweger, Danila Yurov. Boom! That's gorgeous. So a silver script for Bennett Seneca. There you go. Congratulations to you, Scott Carson. That has way more value than I'm sure that anybody thinks. So that's phenomenal. Not only did you get 2 Seneca rookies, but we got a silver script as well. So we're going to put him front row center. Brandon Heigl, Chandler Stevenson, and Stuart Skinner is there as well. Brad Keller says, let's go Keller. All right. That's my second limited print Misa rookie going on there. Oh, excellent. I didn't realize you had San Jose there, Patrick. Well. Yes, and our resident Duck boy up front, who actually bought a few packs of this MVP product, looking for old Bennett Seneca, is very, very happy. Dale. God. Clutch Rouge. John Carlson, Dylan Gunther. For those of you maybe not live or looking at the comments, Dale just said again, is that hard signed? LOL. So I appreciate that. Brock Nelson. Axel. Sandine Palilka. Easton Cowan. There you go for Toronto. So you got a rookie Easton Cowan up on the board. Always cool when you look at just when they're even born. Nolan Allen, and your final card will be Goal Caulfield. And that, my friends, is Rainbow. I keep calling it Rainbow because that's kind of what it is to me, but that is your Silver Edition CDD exclusive MVP. Currently on sale here at D&M Sports for $149.99, and I would say twofold. One, because of that kind of smaller checklist, of course, but I would say that you got at least $150 of value. Like, that's a lazy $150 of value. I don't know what the Seneca Silver script is going for, but again, it's got to be a higher value one. After all of that, you can take a good look at this box of Engrained Icons, put some good mojo into it while I take a quick drink again. Oh goodness, once again, delicious. And if anybody would like me to drink your product on stream, I'm open to sponsorships. There you go, Engrained Icons. So typically, a trifecta of autographs will come out of Engrained. It is all going to be, I'll say, lumber or stick themed. And icons. The term icons is thrown around a lot these days. It's like I say, this is a boom or bust product. When you hit like a mofo. When you bust, hopefully you get some guys you remember growing up and you're fans of them anyway. But, well, that's interesting. It's just like, get out of here. There we go. If you look at the base card checklist, I would say even the layman Meaning, even the guy who barely pays attention to hockey, you probably know at least 90% of the guys. When you get to the autograph checklist, it explodes by like 3 or 4 times. So we'll hopefully find something decent. Patrick, for your kind words earlier, that is Pourtois. All right. There we go. Already a little hole in there. Isn't that interesting? Trying to let that big Wayne Gretzky breathe, I'm sure. There's your peak there. So a very thick card right in the middle. And then typically your autographs will be kind of following that in front with a box loader in the back. Kicking us off is Denny Savard. So here we go. So a couple base cards will be what we're going to hit right out of the gate. So we'll kind of go through those. Denny Savard, we got Butch Goring, being represented by the Islanders. Let's go. And we should be heading now into Autograph Town. So good luck, everybody. Let's see what kind of stuff we can find. White bucket. Those are eyes. Oh! Oh, I thought we were going right to the autos. Damn. Oh, that thick one might be an auto then. If that's okay. All right, let's see. So, man, that would have been nice. So, 97, 87, 97. 97 to 199 for the multi-cup winner. Brian Trottier, we had him in store before doing autograph sessions. You want to talk about some of the nicest men to ever play? He is one of them. All right, sorry for the bait and switch. Now we're going into autos. Chris Draper. That's cool. Now we're talking. That's the type of stuff like, yes, Chris Draper is an icon, 100%. Red Wings. Who's got the Red Wings? Number 21 goes to Matt McDonald. Well, congratulations there, Matt McDonald. He really took some time. Maybe needed a slightly newer marker, but he took some time on that auto. Excellent. Gotta love it. Obviously, this is 33, but it looks like oven mitts to me. Alright, let's... I want to play around. I'm not going to play with a Trottier. So Denny Savard will be our blanket. Draper definitely deserves a little bit extra love. Pretty iconic face smash. Babushka. There you go. We got some stuff we got to move around here, don't we? Alright. Sorry, Connor Dewar. Those are my copper scripts. Move those over there. Put the copper strips with the silver. We'll plastic up those. Let's move Seneca over with his family. Put Casper there. And Chris Draper right in the middle. Alrighty. Back to work. Numero 2. Black helmet. Reebok has eyes. Boston. So once again, the term icon is thrown around a lot these days. PJ Axelson, I'm trying to figure out how his autograph represents his name, to be honest with you. Dale O'Green, Downtown Dale Trades. Tell us a little bit about PJ Axelson. You're the resident Bruin fan, and this card is going to you as well. Once again, we'll take a little bit of a closer look. And we only have our big thick card left. Here's your peek at the back. Little PJ. Little pajama Axelson. Baboosh. There you go. No offense to PJ, but we're going to put Draper up in front. We'll put Axelson there. But yeah, if you want to take a minute from playing Risk and tell us your favorite PJ Axelson story. So, final card now is going to be our thick one. It is a Remnant. So last time that we had one of these, we had a Patrick Waugh stick piece out of 49. So that would be amazing. There you go, Dale. Best shorthanded penalty killer. There you go. So, now you got his autograph. And again, the legends, right? They take their time with the ink. You gotta love that. All right. Maybe he spelled it J. I mean, it's like The Simpsons. Homer J. Simpson's trying to find his middle name, and eventually goes through this journey and looks at it, and his middle name is Jay, just Jay at the end of the day. All right, Remnants. We got to go. Oh! I wonder if that's Eddie the Eagle. Boosh! That's cool. That's rad. Ed Belfour. Could have put him in a few different jerseys, but they went with Dallas. That is number 71. Eddie the Eagle. Who didn't grow up watching him play? Game used stick. Who's got Dallas? Who's got Dallas? Number 8. Adam. That's a gorgeous card. And I love the more iconic Dallas Star logo. Simple, works, and I mean, come on, you see that helmet, you know exactly who it is immediately, like right off the flipping hop. So, congrats to you there, Adam. That is a beautiful piece. I'm not going to go around and start touching it, but even just like the grain to it, right? The texture, if you will. And there's your Engrained Icons. Not too shabby overall. The beautiful stick piece out of Belfour, the Draper. We got a PJ Axelson, which, guess what? The guy who got Boston loves Boston and just called PJ Axelson the best shorthanded penalty killer. So I would call that box a rousing success. So excellent, excellent. So there you go. Well, the votes have been tallied, and by a 3-1 margin, people want Black Diamond to be last. So this is quite possibly the biggest boom or fear that we could do. One of my PC... There you go, Brad. So Adam, I think you got somebody looking for the Belfour already. 1920. Excuse me. So, readjust your thinking, everyone. Let's all go in our time machine. Put on your seatbelts. Put on your time travel helmet. And readjust your thinking. Okay? So now we're in 1920. So we're looking for the Hughes brothers, Nick Suzuki, Cale Makar. There is a laundry list of rookies. And keep in mind, a good chunk of players who have already retired within the last 5 or 6 years. Well, they were still very active then. Brad, the numbering on that is number 71 of 100. I assume you're talking about the Belfour. Number 71 of 100. There you go. So, I think we know how this works. I will give the potential warning up ahead. Sometimes, well, actually, I'll let you guys read it. May contain time-sensitive redemptions. This is going to be a curse of any sport product anywhere, unless you're doing something like Series 1, which doesn't have redemptions. If we do get a redemption, obviously we're going to give it to that person. Go to Upper Deck anyway. So actually physically call them on the phone. Tell them that you got a redemption. Upper Deck is typically like, sorry Top, sorry Panini. They are nothing compared to Upper Deck, in my humble opinion. They will typically take care of you and at least send you something as kind of a, you found it, it may have expired, we can't honor that, but we'll give you something, that type of thing. Hopefully we don't have to worry about it. I guess that's that. So yeah, just a general heads up. So, like I say, that is going to be a curse regardless. There's your little peekaroo there at the back. Nice try, Trevor, with 71. But Adam, that's for you. I'm getting so good at my hang time. I should be a punter in the NFL. There we go, guys. This is wild. It's always fun. I remember we did our anniversary break, and we opened up the 2005-2006 Parkers. And that was a blast from the past, to say the least. So, always neat to go back in time. So, there's your sneak peek. So, slightly thicker cards, of course, where we have one very chunky monkey right there in the middle. I'm going to try to open this backwards away from the camera, so we're not giving things away. Only 4 cards in the box. The box, the pack, or whatever. And looking for 2 or 3 hits per. Wow. Okay. Rookie Quinn Hughes at a 25 to kick us off. Yeah. Wow. I didn't expect that to be your base card right off the hop. Somebody was in the comments earlier looking about trading Vancouver for Washington, and I won't get into names because I can't even remember them. And I kind of thought, like, wow, you want to get rid of Vancouver, really? That's kind of because of this exact product. Now, only 4 cards with Ultimate and that type of thing. But it's so short printed. Like 4 of 25. So who does have Vancouver anyway? 26. Hunter! Beautiful. Beautiful. Well. It's about as good of a start as you're going to find. Oh, and Dale. Screw it. Dale, you always pick number 4. I assume you got number 4 again, so let's get a prize here for old Downtown Dale traits. Prize. Dale. Let's see. Ta-da! And if you want to see your name on a sticky note, guess the right number today. And you better have liked this feed. I'm watching you. He's glad I said no. Oh, it was you, Patrick. Okay, there you go. There's always this weird kind of thing that permeates with these type of breaks. Typically, if you try to trade a team and you don't get to trade them, something usually good happens. Like, it's kind of like, woof, good thing I didn't do that. I have no idea what the value of that is, but it's a Quinn Hughes out of 25, and it's a rookie. Like, it's not small fish, you know what I mean? But wait, that was just the base card. So let's see what we got here. Black Bucket, number 90. We're going to Jersey. Jesper Boqvist. I want to... Is it a Bobby or a rookie card prize? No. I want to say Boqvist. I believe he made the Stanley Cup in 23-24 as the 4th line forward with Florida, if I remember right. So I don't want to just say 100%, but I believe he is a Stanley Cup winner. It is Eric Lindros' number 88 of 225. Odd numbering on the 225, but she is what she is. And that, New Jersey. If I was a devil, where would I be? Who is New Jersey? Where are the Devils? Searching. 24. Donnie, you're on the board. Donnie, you're on the board. Once again, let's do the old... Sneak that out. So there you go. Nice rookie card there for Jesper Boqvist. Where are we going to move here? We have an embarrassment of riches right now. So we'll plop him right there. And the beat goes on. 2 cards left. Actually, the very, very thick card is right behind, so I'm going to go with the back card. So we're going to do the very thick one very last. So the back card, Jack Eichel swatch. Ultimate Access. That's a cool card. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. It's unique. It reminds me of like the canvas cards that are kind of different like that. That's the number I was going to pick. Brad, always a bridesmaid, I'm telling you. There's a peek there at the back. So, of course, old Jack Eichel was still with his drafted team with Buffalo. Les Sabres were... Who's got Buffalo? Number 23, Mark. There you go. And I think it said, yeah, that's game used, of course. Very unique piece. I like it quite a bit. So now we got to make the tough decision on what to cut. And I guess we'll start with the rainbow guys. So we'll put that there. We'll put that there because we can still see the rest. And now we have the big chunky monkey. So we'll find out what this is. We have our beautiful Quinn Hughes short print. We have our auto. We have our swatch. Let's find out what's hiding on the big 180 point. Blue bucket. 71. Tampa. Anthony Cirelli. You know, if you get an Anthony Cirelli autograph, you might be like, it's good, you know, Olympian, right? Like, you know, Stanley Cup winner, all the little stuff. But when it's a rookie, it hits different, does it not? Number 97 of 175, if you swear someone didn't guess that. Look how thick that card is. That is a 180 point. And that's a gorgeous hit. So Anthony Cirelli. Unfortunately, you are going to get a little bit of that chipping and such over time. These guys were trapped in a box for over 6 years, and for now and again that box gets moved around. And note the year, I should say, at the bottom. This would have been a catch-up card, for lack of a better term. So Cirelli would not have signed in time. This is technically 1819 Ultimate. But a massive hit there for Tampa. There you go, Patrick. You got Tampa? It's hard to expect sometimes when you see Tampa. But when you get a rookie of something like that, that is a stunning card. And it's going to sound silly. I love that he did blue ink. Right? It's the full color match right down the pipe. So it's a stunning card, a beautiful one, all that fun stuff. And a very gorgeous hit for Patrick. So Patrick, that is yours. That goes right there. You can see that very well. All right. Well, and then there was one. So I would call that a success, in my humble opinion. Eichel swatch, the Boakfist auto, a little bit more so the Cirelli auto, and of course, you're kicking off with the Quinn Hughes at a 25 rookie card right off the hop. So nothing wrong with that. And now the go home box. 25-26 Black Diamond. Number 98 for you superstitious folks out there. Once again, readjust your thinking. We are in 25-26 now, looking for all your favorites such as a Matthew Schaefer. Once again, very quickly, I guess, break next week. We're giving away a free spot that will be in a video following this feed. Give me about 10 to 15 minutes because I have those Evolve cards to give away too, so the video is probably going to be 3 or 4 minutes. If you want to get in on next week's break, all you got to do is reach out. There's going to be a whole bunch of fun here for next week, including Black Diamond CDD. So if you want to get into that, again, please just reach out here to us. And I guess that's pretty much it for my commercial. So this box is like bursting at the seams. I'm expecting this pack to be massive. And if it's not, like, look at that. It's like jumping out. Creamy. Good Lord. Look how thick that is. So, for those of you unfamiliar with Black Diamond, as I give Jack a nice little box split, we want Diamond Relics. So Diamond Relics are an inner case hit. 1 out of 5 boxes will have diamonds opposed to having an autograph. Black Diamond is full of different things like the exquisite cards and such. The Diamond Relics are real deal diamonds. Oh, excellent. So here we go. So Jack, you're in for 3. Patrick, my friend, you are also in for 3. As I use my Sharpie. Remember Hunter one day saying a bold move to use a Sharpie on a piece of paper like that. But if anybody else wants in, please reach out. Breaks fill fairly quick. The diamonds are real diamonds. They're real deal diamonds. No, they're not blood diamonds like the monkeys and Jane Goodall in the Simpsons episode, but they are real diamonds nonetheless. Same diamonds that they would use at a People's or a Jeweler's or whatever it may be. This pack is so big, I bet I can open it like a bag of chips. But, let's see here. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe even 7 cards inside. Thank you, Jake, up at the cash. You got Jake and Patrick in. Here's your sneak peek. Interesting. The middle, those cards are like separating away from each other, so I'm interested to see what we got in there. That's an awesome front card. Theo Fleury. Just again there, look at that. Looks like 7 cards out of this Black Diamond, so we got a little bit of a bonus. Is indeed short printed right there at the top. It is number 300 of 349. If you have number 300, you know what to do. And Trevor, you're a Flames fan. You'll be able to appreciate that card. You may not have Calgary. Number 6, that goes to Jack. So Jack, You don't see Theo Fleury cards too often, so when you get legends like that, that is obviously cool. Theo was on. There you go. See, Trevor's all over it. All right, so behind Theo, Luca Cagnoni. That will be your autograph. That goes to San Jose. As already mentioned, Patrick, you have the Shark Attack. We'll take a little bit of a closer look at that. Here's your quick peek at the back. 190 of 199. If you have number 190, you'll get 2 prizes because I'm convinced nobody out there has guessed number 190. Brad, that is a thick board pack. Oh yeah, we got the thick board pack. So Luca on the board with an auto. You won't be able to really see them based off my card stands, but let's move the Schaefer over. Let's sneak that card stand. To heck with it. We're in the last box anyway. I don't think it really matters. We'll peek over. Alright, back to work. I'm really interested to see why this keeps like pushing out. Like, you know, it's not like flat. Like, interesting. Anyway, behind Theo. Ooh. Come on, let's go Schaefer. Yeah! That's what you want. Boom! Boom goes the dynamite. Andrew! Massive hit for you, and I like to pretend that that is a big old check mark because you just did excellent on that back. So, beautiful Matthew Schaefer rookie team logo jumbo. The goal of this is that you collect all 9 and you essentially make a puzzle that will make the whole logo. As I give you a better look at that card, there you go. Anytime you get a Schaefer, boom, you've done great. So not only do we have that beautiful silver Schaefer out of MVP, but you do get the Schaefer rookie patch as well. And Trevor just said it right. Boom is correct. Schaefer, not many cards. He sells like wildfire. Like, you want to talk about having some value, you've got it. So massive congrats there to Andrew. That is huge. I have no idea what the heck to even move around anymore. Let's take Mark Stone. Let's put Schaefer there, maybe. I don't know. We have so many beautiful cards that we're just overwhelming here. Actually, let's do it like this. I want to really put that on display. There. Good enough. So let's see what we got next. The beat goes on, my friends. Kyle Connor. Oh, look at that. That would explain a little bit. All right. So, we kind of wondered if it'd be 7 cards. Nope. We got swerved, bro. Those are quite nice. That kind of window there that goes in between or in behind. And Kyle Connor, second skater in Jets history to quote multiple 40-goal years. That is number 75 of 99, as you can tell there near the bottom. And who's got a whiny peg there? Who's got to do with the Jets? Number 20. Chris McCulley. And a boy Chris. So a gorgeous diamond. It's not domination, it's diamonation. Get it? Diamond? Beautiful card. I like kind of like the graffiti slush puppy looking background to it. Reminds me of 23-24 Creds. Alright, well, let's put that there. Well, that means only 2 more cards left. So, once again, Theo. Theo, tell us what you got, Theo. Diamond Stars going to the Bell Center. It is number 1 of 249. And a Slav. Alright. Here's a beautiful hit. Once again, Levy. You got Montreal. Typically the number 1, the jersey number, or the last in the actual short print, those are going to be the give you a bump in value. I find usually the first or the last one is maybe like a 10% bump, 10% bump. It's not a hard and fast rule by any means, but there you go. So beautiful Slavkovsky card. Patrick, can I stop by in 1 hour to pick up? we are going to be working our tails off to try to get going, but very worst case, he'll be ready by tomorrow morning. Very last card here now, and then we'll go home. Very best of luck here to everybody. Look at that hair. I'm jealous. Exquisite Michael Misa out of only 75. And there you go. Once again, Patrick. I don't think we had one 24-25 product. Technically ingrained, but that doesn't count. And the Sharks treated you hella well. 26 is the number we're looking for. The Gold Exquisite Rookie Draft Day. Again, look at that hair. What a beautiful man. And there's your look at the back. The beautiful goal. So the number 2 overall pick, who only had 134 points in 65 games. What a loser. Only 2 points and change. That's gorgeous. And that is it, my friends. This break went a little bit longer than usual, but I think that's okay. Look at the freaking array of stuff that we were able to pull. A 3 stars is going to be nearly impossible. You got to give some credit here to the big Schaefer rookie team logo jumbo, the Quinn Hughes short print out of only 25 being his rookie year, the Draper auto. A lot of stuff for a lot of people. And there you go. So I want to thank everybody for joining us here for the break. Once again, don't go too far away from this feed. A separate video will go up in about 15 to 20 minutes with the free spot and figuring out who's going to win those 2 Evolve cards. As Fredgie said, enjoy the football. Have a super afternoon. I love that. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me once again and listening to me ramble like the old man in the sea. Of course, as always, enjoy your week. And keep your stick on the ice.